Just your general thoughts on the 90 minutes today?
General thoughts. Well, look, I mean, what can I say? We're incredibly disappointed. We come into the game and we come into the game what I really believe was a good frame of mind, good attitude, prepared. I think we'd worked thoroughly this week on all the things that we need to do to address the problems that we know we have, and then just incredibly disappointing in the goals we concede. And I think it's just it becomes tough for players to respond in a confident and a positive way every time when you concede some of the goals that we've conceded. And I think when you look at it, which I would say is probably happened quite a lot, we're almost creating chances for opposition teams. Well, I don't see many teams really having to, amazing goals or creating great chances. Again today, I think we've almost created their chances, and so that's what I'm incredibly disappointed about. I felt first half we went in and it was such a scrappy game with the conditions, and I thought we did well to come back, and I thought we were in a good place, and then we had the wind with us in the second half. I felt confident, and I think the players did too. I think the second goal that's gone in has really taken the wind out of our sails and has sort of deflated the team. And again, there's just this league is filled with some very good players up front, and if you make mistakes and if you do some of the things that we've done in and around the edge of our box, you're going to get punished, and I think that's what we're finding. And we have to keep working to rectify it every day on the training pitch, and make sure we keep improving.
And Kai Kamara scored, had the equalizer there before the end of the first half. Did you think that momentum had shifted your way at that point?
Yeah, I think. Again, it was a horrible game. I don't think there was too much in it between the two teams. I don't think there really wasn't. I don't think it was a great game to watch for supporters. So there wasn't a great deal in it. It's just those moments at either end of the pitch, and in our box, the bottom line is in our box it just wasn't good enough. It hasn't been good enough, and with all the positivity and confidence that comes from Kai's goal, we have to stay in games longer because we know we're good going forward. We know we can score goals, but to score goals and to create chances, you need confidence, and you need positivity, and you need the team to be pulling in the same direction. But when you concede goals, the second goal it's just completely deflated us. And which was the toughest thing, because I think at half-time everyone was confident we could get a result.
And on that goal, the Sapong one, the second one, did you feel like something specifically went wrong?
I probably don't need to talk through the goals. I think I don't think they've had really to work too hard for their goals. I think everything sort of in and around the edge of the box. We've either made the wrong decisions, and these are not complicated things to figure out. We've just made poor decisions. We've either not got tight enough on shots, or we've not gone with a runner, and so the players are not purposely trying to make mistakes. They're not. The players care. They really do. I know that because of the way they work every day and the way we haven't got a bad set of players in terms of they care. They don't want to be making these, but the reality is it hasn't been good enough, and I can't point to one goal that we've conceded that where I think, you know what, fair play to them. I think they've just that's just a great goal. I don't think they've done that. That's not happened. We have to now, as a staff, continue to address the problem, keep working on it every day. I clearly have to make sure that I pick the right back four, and as of yet, I haven't No one's convinced me. No one's showing me that they should be starting. No one is showing me that they should be starting. And I'm waiting for it. And in the meantime, we as a staff will keep showing and encouraging and pushing and working on it every day on the training pitch and making sure we get, the players who play have got to step up and have to do better in these situations.
My last question for you, Coach, before we hand it off to these people. Going to Atlanta next weekend, and you mentioned that it's little mistakes. So what are you going to work on this week going into that environment?
Same thing, Con. Same thing. It's I think we have. I think when you look, I have to be careful how I say this. It's I'm after the game, you're looking at next week. You go away to the current champions. You're going away from home, and probably, when you look at some of the goals we've conceded and the type of goals we've conceded, you look at it and you think possibly the way that we have to go is we have to just defend very, very deep, get more, workman-like players in midfield, compromise, some attacking flair, and get players in front of our back four who are going to run and chase and defend deep. But that in itself is not going to guarantee you a result. And the reality is one bright spot from what we're doing, and one thing we can't get away from, we have to keep building on, is that today was a tough game for conditions and all that. It was tough to play good football, but we have been playing good football. We've been creating chances. It's something that I don't think we can compromise. So I think what we need to do, Con, we have to get back tonight, watch the game, look at it objectively, and make sure we come in Monday morning and we address everything head on. We keep working on everything we need to make sure the players are going into the game and even more organised, even more certain about what they're doing, and then when Saturday comes, they have to improve.